Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. And the Springboks have responded in the perfect fashion, beating the Wallabies 24 points to 8 in Sydney, the first win in Australia since 2013 against the Wallabies. What a match, what a response. And for a team that made 8 changes, some very big statement performances from a couple of players, and so many good things to talk about. Siya, absolutely world class. Even Etzebeth, world class. Damien Delendi, is he back? Damien Willemse, operating at 10 to very good effect. Billy Leroux, 2 try assist. Franco Mostert, very impressive on the flank. It was a pretty good all-round performance. But the nice thing to be at is that there's definitely room for improvement. You know, we can definitely still be more accurate. We can definitely look at still trying to take our points and trying to get more success out of what we're currently getting. And I think that's very exciting from a Springbok point of view, because you go and beat a Wallaby side, and it's a good Wallaby side, 24 points to 8, and yet you're sitting there thinking, we could score more tries there. There were more opportunities. You know, I think that I think that we've got more gears to get through, which is a really good thing. Before we sort of break the team down, please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We started off in the perfect fashion. A try by Damien Delendi in the 8th minute, and we looked really up for it. That was the nice thing. We started, and from the first 5 minutes, you could see that this team was up for it. This team was ready to have a go. And try from Damien Delendi, a yellow to Matt Phillip, we hoped was going to be the platform to really sort of dominate early. But again, we struggled to convert chances into points. You know, we were 4 business in the 22 and just the 1 try. The first time that Australia got into the 22, they got a penalty, and Nola Alessio slots in that in the 31st minute. However, we did finally get reward for the dominance. Canan Moodie on debut, 19-year-old, perfect box kick from Jaden Hendricks. So he hit it on the jump, gets ahead of Corey Betty, lands. He's got the run. He runs into the corner. The crowd goes wild. The bench celebrates around him. An incredibly special moment for Moody, but more importantly, a try in the 38th minute just before half-time for the Boks. Damien Willemse missing that conversion. So we went into half-time with a 12 points to 3 lead, which was not maybe as much as we could have gotten, but it's still a lead. But then the important thing was to start in the right way. Franco Mostert into the corner. Brilliant rugby from the Springboks. We saw offload game. I mean, Siya, I think, offloaded, got up, cleaned out. He offloaded to Steven Kitshoff. He got ahead. Steven Kitshoff popped. He went past the defender. Siya ran back on the dive, picked it up, and threw it back towards Damien Willemse. A couple of phases, ran out wide. Franco Mostert had the pace. He decided to go himself, had the strength to go over. A well-deserved try from him. And then we had a bonus point, but we couldn't really find that killer moment before Makazole Mapimpi went over in the 71st minute. Really, really good to draw a couple of players in to create the space out wide. Billy Leroux draw and pass, and Mapimpi still had a lot to do. A superb finish by him. Getting a little bit of a hand in on Korobeti afterwards, just to remind him of the tackle last week. He'd actually did into the sin bin for that, which was probably a little bit harsh. But that yellow card probably was sort of the undoing of the final try, where Pete Simon went over in the 79th minute after a lot of sustained pressure from Australia. But I don't think Mapimpi will mind. I don't think the Boks will mind. 24 points to 8. They'll be very happy with that. But for me, there were just so many special individual performances. And hats off to Siya. Absolutely sensational today. There have been many great Siya performances. I'm not sure too many get better today. It's funny because he's someone who gets told he's not a fetcher because he doesn't win penalties at the breakdown. And I want to go through the stats because I think he had at least 3 turnovers today. So let's go. So some of the match stats. 50-50 possession. Boks having more territory though. 4 tries to 1. 2 conversions to none. We ran 290 meters. We beat more defenders. We had 5 clean breaks to 1. More gain line carries. Australia had more passes. The same amount of offloads. We won 4 turnovers. We kicked 32 times to Australia's 25. Defensively, we made 17 of 100. We made 111 of 128 tackles. They made 84 of 102, so we operated at an 87% success rate. Ruck success rate was very good. Our lineouts were good in the first half, but then we lost 4 in the second half. So Malcolm Marx it wasn't as accurate as we'd hoped. Australia losing 3 of their lineouts. Scrums were also not. We didn't actually see too many penalties and stuff from the scrums. We conceded 14 penalties, and Australia conceded 13. We did concede 2 yellow cards. Billy, by the way, also going off right at the end to Australia's 1. So this has been a bit of an issue for both sides. But let's look at some performances. Malcolm Marx, for example, he made 6 carries, 11 tackles, 1 missed tackle, gaining 16 meters. Eben Etzebeth, 3 carries, 6 tackles. But for me, what an absolute brilliant effort. Sia Khaleesi, 11 tackles, 1 missed, 5 carries, 3 defenders beaten, 1 offload, 3 turnovers won. I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, that's a Michael Hoop performance from an out-and-out fetcher. Franco Mostert, Mr. Work Rate. 13 tackles made, just the 1 missed. A try, a clean break, 22 meters gained, 4 carries. A word on Damien Vanessa, by the way, whose goal kicking continues to be a bit of a problem, and we don't know how we're going to be able to negotiate that. But I thought he looked electric with ball in hand. And, he kicked the ball 14 times. He made a lot of tackles. He made 12 tackles, missing 2. Gained 18 meters, but he beat 7 defenders. I mean, the man is so difficult to stop. But I think a word on Damien Delendi, who's been under a lot of pressure in the last few weeks. And today, 13 tackles, 1 missed, a try, 90 meters gained, 1 defender beaten. I thought he was really up for it and looked very good. Billy Root, 2 try assists from the man. 100% tackle success rate, by the way, as well. 41 meters gained from 11 passes, 1 clean break. Very impressive outing for him. For Australia, I thought that Tom Wright had a lot to do and tried very hard, but on the attack, but didn't really manage to do that much, despite having a lot of ball in hand. Corey Betty was very quiet. I mean, if you look at his game, he made 2 tackles, missed 1, 30 meters gained, 3 defenders beaten, 2 offloads, but really not sort of the Corey Betty that we expected to see. Rob Valentini carried very strongly, 39 meters gained, 4 passes, 1 defender beaten, making 9 tackles and missing 2. But yeah, as I said, I think special performance from Khaleesi and a couple of big names who were under pressure did stand up today, which was the main thing. But I want to know what you thought about the performance down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you soon.